Hello everyone and welcome to how to dominate your game with the new buffed up Nunu. Now for the first part, as you saw, I will be showcasing you highlights and funny moments from my games as Nunu jungle and top lane, and for the second part I will give you a quick guide on what builds you can do, on what runes to take and how you need to play to dominate your games. Now let's get started. Hope you enjoyed that section, it was really fun for me to make. Now, let's talk about Nunu, why he is broken, which ways you can abuse him, and what builds you can choose from. So, you might have seen some titles, some videos talking about Nunu, and that he got buffed, that he's broken, that he's insane, that his win rate skyrocketed. Well, what happened is that Riot decided to buff Nunu's Q and W, and then hotfix his Q immediately and drop it to around 1/3 of his original buff. But that's not even the important part. They kept the W buff, which is absolutely insane cause it gives you 40% more AP from your total AP, which makes him even more stupidly strong than he already was when he got buffed back in mid-season 7. But the question still remains, how do you abuse Nunu? Well, I will be showing you some of the builds that I tried out and enjoyed with Nunu, but do remember you can always do your own thing when you play League. First things first, arguably the most enjoyable and fun build, the full AP Nunu. Here are the items and the runes you will be using. Now, when do you want to go full AP Nunu? Well, basically you firstly want to see the enemy team, and if they have a lot of squeezes and a lot of melee opponents, then it's very easy for you to one-shot them, or if you're gonna go top lane, to bully your lane opponent out of lane, or just constantly poke him under tower. And trust me, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. Not much else to say about this build, it's a very good glass cannon build where you would just one-shot anybody but you also get one-shotted, and it's probably the build I used for almost all of the clips you saw in the first part of the video. On to the second build, we have the full tank Nunu, so here are the items and the runes. As for this one, you will be going into the jungle, because you're gonna have a way easier time than if you go into a lane. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In this build, you will be getting Knight's Vow, for two reasons. If your bot lane is dominating early game, you just make him stronger with your W and your Knight's Vow. Or if you just gank bot a lot and get ahead, it's the same premise. And you'll never die and you still have your slow and your Q smite to take every single objective on the map. Lastly, we have the AP tank one. And once again, here are your runes and your items. So the idea behind this build is that you will be building all the AP tank items that exist. Now, it's gonna start a little weird. You're gonna go for Bobby's Cinder, so you can have some early pushing potential. Then you're gonna go for Abyssal Mask, so you get that extra 10% penetration, and you have Magic Resist and extra HP. Protobell for that even better wave clear and damage, onto a full Sunfire Cape, then onto the Liandry's Torment so you can do even more damage. So for your last item you can go any kind of tank item. I usually suggest Randuin's Omen. So in the end you end up having a lot of HP, a decent amount of resistance and quite a bit of damage, so you're an all-around round-off champion. Those were my 3 suggestions for you guys. Now, of course, you can do your own build, your own runes, your own jungle path, or maybe you can even go mid lane or support. I don't know, you can do whatever you want. So make sure to leave a comment talking about the builds or maybe about the highlights. I want us to have a conversation in the comment section. Now, of course, if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. You can also follow me on all sorts of social media, I will have the links down below. Hope to see you in the next one.